Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. We're going to be back here in our lynx habitat in Pine Valley Zoo today, and last episode I finished off this lynx habitat and I think I really like it. Very happy with how it all turned out, so pretty pleased to move on from that, and we are going to start on our restaurant project today. So I did this restaurant, might be 15 episodes ago, something like that. Never finished it, was never happy with it. It's just all a bit rubbish, let's be honest. So the idea is to build a new restaurant in its place. So what I'm going to try and do, instead of trying to actually build it in situ, I'm going to try and probably fail to recreate the restaurant over here and then move it. So what I've got to do first is see what I can do with pathways to attempt. Let's just get rid of the railings. Yeah, I want to attempt to kind of match it up here and create the pattern that I need over here that I can then use when I move it into place, if that makes sense. So that I can get all the sizes right over here. So what I'm going to try and do a bee themed restaurant in a small way anyway. I want it to be a hexagon shape, which is 5 sides. So I'm just looking at my angles here to see how I'm going to do this. I don't know if I can get a pathway to be 5-sided, actually. No, this is going to end up as 6, isn't it? Yeah, hang on. Okay, right, what have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think that's right, is it? Although, no, actually, do you know what? I think I'm going to have to do 6 because of the way I want to do it. I want to create like a wall and then copy it and then turn it. So actually, it's going to have to be 6-sided unless I want to do it as all individual pieces. Let's have a look. What pieces have we got that are bees? So this is something I want to do. I want to kind of gather together all the potential pieces that I can use over here. Wow, those are the smallest bee pieces that you've ever seen. Have we got anything in here? Now, I know somewhere. No. I'm sure somewhere there was some nice little hexagon shapes. Yeah, it's not. They're not going to be called anything to do with bees, unfortunately, are they? Let me have a look. See if they were in the conservation pack. I'm sure there was. I can't remember what it was. I know we've got the insect hotel, so I definitely want to use that in some way. And what I also want to do, I want to use stuff like this. Just lots of these new pieces, basically, I want to use. I've got all the garden pieces as well, which I'll want to use outside the restaurant. I love this stuff. I think this stuff is it just looks great. So I'm definitely thinking of using some of this. So let's just get all of this stuff out. Ooh, actually look, we've got angled pieces and all sorts here. I won't get them all out. I just want to give myself an idea of what's available. Wow, yeah, okay, there's all sorts there. Let's just get them out. Here it is. A hexagon. Oh, it is, no, yeah, hexagon, it is 6. I thought hexagon was 5. No, that's a pentagon, isn't it? Of course, yeah, hexagon is 6, great. Cool, so this is a really cool piece. This, what is it? Yeah, it's classed as trellis. And it is colourable, fantastic. Yeah, so this is going to be a major piece as wall decoration. I've got a bit of an idea of what I might want to do with that. Yeah, and all this conservation stuff here is very, very good. So I'm definitely going to use some of that. But this was the piece I was looking for, because I've got a bit of an idea of how I want to decorate the walls. Okay, so this as a basic bit of indoor pathway is good. And then what I will try and do is kind of fill the middle in like this. No, yeah, it's not necessarily quite going to work, is it? Unfortunately. But of course, I've also got to try and fit in. Oh man, that's. I wonder if you. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have to do something like that, aren't I? And have these little gaps in the middle, and then I'm going to obviously just cover up all of the floor so it looks like one big solid floor. But what I also want to do is have some side areas which are also going to be hexagon shaped. I'm not too sure quite how that's going to work, but obviously I've got to have the actual cafe areas inside somewhere as well. So you know, a facility like this. So yeah, I'll tell you what, actually I probably want to not have the pathway in the middle. I probably need to have the facilities in the middle, like that. Right, let's try and get these exactly flat. Now I wonder, yeah, I'm only going to fit 2 in, aren't I? Yeah, okay. It's not ideal. I'd have liked to have fitted more in there than 2. Unless I can, yeah, let's have a look. I wonder if I get them right over there, can I fit a 3rd one in? That would be helpful. This whole thing is one big experiment. It's not really something that I've tried before. Yeah, okay, so I might be able to fit 3 in, which would be really good. Especially if I can actually get them all lined up properly. Cool, I like that. I think that can work really well. And then what I can have, because I want to have 2 areas coming off of it which are also going to be hexagon shaped. I've realised that's not quite right over there, is it? That's not. It's not straight, is it? Obviously that's not either. It's really hard to do this stuff. No, that's still not quite right, is it? Is it? Is that right? Oh yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? Although these are a bit pointy compared to them. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it perfect. I just need the basic shape there, and then I can once the building is then in place, I can then play around with it. Do you know what? I'm not keen on all of this in the middle here. Wow, that's really out of shape, isn't it? I'm not sure what I've done. It's hard. Hang on, 1, 2. That's straight. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, this whole thing has got completely messed up now, hasn't it? This is going to be tricky. Let's start again. Right, so it needs to be. So 2. That's 2 wide, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go, that looks better, doesn't it? It's quite big, but you know what, I'm just going to go with it and then I can adjust around it. Good, okay, that looks much better. At least it's a good shape. Right, so let's crack on then. What I was thinking with the walls, I want to do it all custom. I don't want to use any in-game pieces if I can avoid it. What have we got here? I'm hoping we've got some off-grid blocks I can use here. Yeah, so these pieces here, and I want to colour them a soft yellow is what I was thinking. And all I can do really is just kind of start building. So I essentially need to create one wall, which is hopefully going to be the right width and whatever, and then as I duplicate it, I gotta hope that it kind of blends around and actually fills in the whole thing. Right, let's start off by creating a scenery group. So it's going to be, yeah, something like that. And obviously it's already not matching up. Let's move that in there. Okay, hang on. I've got to make sure it's outside. Okay. Right. So actually, let's just add in this lot so it's all in one group, because stuff like this, you see, what I'm thinking here, see, I can use this as decoration on the outside. Yeah, I think that would look really nice. Let's just stick one on there for a second. So I need some plaster, some sort of edging, top and bottom. I think the edging I want to have a nice kind of a browny colour. That might be too brown, but let's go with it for now. It's always good fun doing this sort of thing, because you're gonna get to see me hopefully create something really good, but also make an awful lot of errors. Probably get quite annoyed at times. And yeah, you're going to get to see my thought process of what I'm trying to do and how I'm trying to do it, which yeah, it's gonna, I know I'm gonna have ups and downs. At times it's not gonna do what I want it to do, and that's just, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? And of course I've got to consider what it looks like on the inside as well. I'll tell you what, let's just pull those pieces out a tiny bit more. So of course I'm going to have to create one side post as well. So that when I come to duplicate it sideways, it's covered at the end, if you see what I mean. So let's get that lined up. Obviously at some point I'll need doors and things like that, but once the main building is in place, I can delete stuff and move stuff around. but what I'm really after here is just that basic shape. Not sure how I want to do this. I don't know if I want, I don't think I want any sort of precise patterning. I want more like a, I don't know what I'm trying to do. No, actually, let's do it like I'm thinking do it like it's got a proper pattern at first, like this. And then make it look like pieces are missing, and so as it comes over the wall here, it kind of fades away so that it's, hang on, so yeah, so what I'll do actually, I'll put them in and then I'll delete some. So let's have a couple coming up this way as well. Maybe just one or two coming down here. So it's not going to stay like this. I'm going to delete some of these. I just want to make sure they're all positioned in the right sort of places. Okay, so something like that, and then let's delete some of them. Okay, no, don't like that one. Actually, I think even, I don't know. I'm just going to keep going, see what happens. We've got these cool little bee pieces. I quite like these. I'm wondering whether, how is this going to look if I have some little bees inside a couple of them? I'm guessing, yeah. See, I like that, but I'm guessing I want to do that afterwards, because otherwise you don't want it looking the same on every wall. Okay. I mean, it's very basic at the moment, I know that, but what I need to do is get the basic shape in, get it duplicated round, and then I can kind of play around with detailing different sides of it. And obviously I've got to create a roof of some sort, which might be using some of these. I might create, I might do like a, let's think, actually this is a nice piece to see. That's a lovely pattern, isn't it? Tell you what I might do actually, because I really do like that as a pattern. If I can sink it in, make sure it's not on the inside. Good. Yeah, see, I like that just as a basic pattern like that. But what I can also then do is use it as a canopy on the edge as well, potentially. Let's have a look. See if I can actually make this work. Oh, look at that, I can. Just about. Let's just even that up a tiny bit. Okay, it's coming together, isn't it? So what I need to try and do, actually, do you know, the first thing we're going to do is just create a copy of it over there. I'm then going to split this so that it's on its own, because what I'm going to try and do is copy it over to here. I'm never too sure when I do this sort of thing exactly how it's going to work. I'm not sure the laws of physics, whether you're always guaranteed that it will combine. No, you see that's yeah, it's not combining, is it? It's not long enough. Okay, I can do something with this. Let's have a look. Let's just do this. Right. So what I need to do is create something that fills this little gap in here. Or do I extend the wall a bit? I could just extend the wall a little bit, couldn't I? Okay, let's try it. Let's just extend the wall a bit. About that much, I think. That might not quite be right, but we'll see. I'm not sure if I can get this bit to match up properly. Okay, that's fine. I'll tell you what I might need to do is actually have this duplicated onto the other side as well. Right, let's try that. It's always a process of trial and error with this sort of thing. And it's not easy, let me tell you. If any of you have ever done this sort of thing, you'll know that it's there's a lot of practice and a lot of time goes into it, and eventually, not quite there. Much closer though. It's fine. I like the look of it now, and that's fine. I don't mind that. That's close enough. I can then create something that fills that gap. Got a bit of an idea of something that I want to try and do inside as well. And like I said, I wanted to do extra shapes coming off of it as well somehow, which I'll have to do. Not sure quite how I'm going to do that actually. Let's have a look. I'll tell you what I need to do actually is quickly just make a duplicate of one of these walls. Whoops. Come on. It's going to be awkward, isn't it? Okay. Right, let's just get that over there so that I've got that as a spare. Okay, so these these corner pieces here. What do I need? I wonder if any of these pillars might look nice. Because I can colour these, can't I? So if I can colour these the same colours as the rest, that might look nice. Hang on, let's get rid of align to surface. Let's just bring this in. Let's get rid of the angle snap as well. Let's play around with this. It's a shame that it's not quite tall enough. Ah, is that? No. No, that is the tallest one. Okay, that's fine. Let's try and line it up. So I guess, yeah, have it down at the bottom here. Oh no, man, we've got the pathway sticking through a bit there. That's not good. I think, yeah, it's fine. It's just off center a little bit. That can be worked out. Okay, let's put that in. And then I wonder if I could just get a small piece that... Yeah, there we go. Actually, tell you what, let's... Ah, hang on. Let's get the angle snap back on. I think that'll look better if it's this way, because then it matches up size-wise. Okay. So, what I'm hoping is... No, that's clearly not going to work. That's annoying. Hang on. Ah, okay, so I can do it this way. Fine, let's... Oh man, that doesn't match up at all, does it? Okay, well that just shows that it's slightly off center. How much of this have I got showing through? Yep, just that much. Okay, so that's looks about the same on both sides. And then let's again, let's just get this one on up here. And then I'll try the same technique to see if I can duplicate these around. This is probably going to end in disaster. Ooh. Wow, that might have actually worked. Oh, that's not bad, is it? Cool. Well, we're getting somewhere. I don't know where, but we're getting somewhere. Okay. So, if that's, let's just assume that the entrance is going to be there. People walk in. I'm not too worried about the pathways at the moment. But what I am thinking then is that I want a side area coming out here. Of course, I need some of it to be open because it's going to be looking out into the habitat, isn't it? So I do want some side panels where people can view. Let's just come back in here and see. Yeah, so the front there is going to be looking onto the lake. God, I hope I haven't made this too big. It's not. Yeah, I think I can get away with it. I might be tempted to have a little side area coming out that way, or maybe I should have it coming out this way. There's probably more. Yeah, it's probably more room actually on that side, isn't there? So, how do I want to do this? I don't really want anything that's the same size. Let's highlight this lot. If I can. It's always tricky trying to highlight all of the pieces. I think I got it all. No, I didn't get two pieces. Ah, that's so annoying. Okay. Hang on. Oh, come on, you kidding me, aren't you? Okay, let's bring that across. Hang on, that didn't line up. Okay, that's got it. Right, so how do I think this is going to look? It's tricky. If I use the same pieces, they're going to end up the wrong size. I don't want it to be the same size as that. Going out the side, I think that's, yeah, that's going to be too big, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want it. Okay, this is more complicated than I thought. I think what I need to do is create a kind of half panel out of this. So essentially, I want to get rid of that. And just have like a, oh seriously? You're kidding me. Okay, let's do it the long way. Okay, and let's move that one back in. Yeah, so we have this sort of half panel. And then hopefully I can use this to create a smaller hexagon shape. So let's see if this, whoops, not like that. If this goes like this and out to, what sort of width do I want? Something like that. Now I do wonder whether I'm going to have to split this from the group for this to work, or if this will go okay. Yeah, it's going to have to be slightly bigger. Like I said, trial and error. There we go. We have a smaller hexagon. That looks cool. Okay. So let's see if I can, yeah, turn that way and bring it over here. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy that because that's a nice little thing and I don't want to completely ruin it. Yeah, that's cool. And then obviously I need to fill in the side. Actually, I need to raise the whole thing up, don't I? I think I've got, yeah, the whole thing is just a bit too low. I think. Actually, no, maybe it's not. No, it shouldn't be. No, it's not, is it? It is right. Yeah, okay. Now these I do need some glass pieces, but I've got a bit of a thought on what I can do to create glass walls. I mean, this side here will disappear, won't it? Hang on, let's just think, if I line this up, okay, I think I pretty much have actually, yes, to create, let's just see, if I move that sideways, is that roughly, no, I think I do need the whole thing. Let's try this again, let's just try and highlight all of this if I can. I do need the whole thing to come in. think, like that. Okay, good. Yeah, that's fine. I can make that work. Right, so these pieces here, this plaster, I need these to be smaller pieces. So I think I need them to be, yeah, I need them to be that. I need them to be the right colour. Something like that. And then obviously I'll have to fiddle around with all of this later on. So this needs to be a doorway. So this all needs to be open. And probably get rid of all that at the bottom. And I guess we don't need that indoors either. So these will also need to be moved. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Let's think, where do these need to go to? All the way out to there then, I guess. In fact, no, I can just delete that. Yeah, just leave that piece. Actually, yeah, that works pretty much perfectly. Great. Okay, move these bits across to try and fill in fill in this little gap here, and the same over here. Nice, that's looking like a decent little doorway now. So what I was thinking with regards to the glass panels, I just thought I just need to copy that down to the bottom as well. Right, let's just look at this outside. Yeah, it needs to line up with the bits next to it. Yep, okay, that's good. Yeah, so the glass panels, so I want, if that's where it's going, I'm going to want glass panels probably here and here. So my thinking is I want to keep that and basically replace it with glass if I can. What glass do we have that's not part of a grid? Yeah, that's not good. I want something that's just plain glass. So I don't want, if possible, I don't want any lines or anything. It needs to be as big as possible. Here we go. This is what I think I want. Align this to surface. Let's give it a go. Right. I think it would look kind of cool if you keep this bee patterning as part of the glass. Okay, let's just bring that down a little bit more. Yeah, and the wood as well. I don't mind the wood. Yeah, okay, so we've got a bit of an issue because it's too wide, isn't it? We have got this piece. See if I can plug the gap in the middle with this. Right, let's see if this can work. If I can match this up without it sticking out either side. Okay, that looks good, that side and that side. Let's just check. Where is it? Yes, so that only just goes into the edge, and that one. Okay, I don't think I can do much to avoid having these two lines down the middle. I don't think there are any glass pieces without that. I mean, there is, isn't there? There's no, because you still end up having to try and match them up. And I don't think, no, I haven't got that narrow piece there, have I, in the same thing? No, that's fine. I'm going to leave it like that. I don't mind, because it's realistic. You know, a big glass panel that size, you probably wouldn't get that really. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I like that. So let's just see if I can copy this over into this one. Let's try and line it up this way first. So yes, it's just sort of halfway through these wooden hexagons here. And then where did this one come to? Yeah, just inside that. Oh, that's pretty much spot on. Excellent, I think that's right. Just going into the edges there. Yeah. Cool, so that is now going to be looking out into the bears, into this water area here. Tell you what, I might want to do this side, I think, as well, because this is going to be looking out into the bears as well. So let's just quickly do that again. I'm quite pleased with how this is coming along so far, actually. It is good fun doing these bigger projects like like a big building, but they can be slow going and they can go wrong very easily. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. And then I kind of want to do exactly the same in here, with all of it, I guess. Do the whole thing glass. But I might leave that for the next episode, because I think that's probably a good stopping point. So I'm going to need a doorway over here. I'll replace the plaster in here with glass. Don't know how I'm going to do the floor in this bit. I'll just have to wing that once it's in place. So this whole project could still end up failing miserably, but I don't know, we will see. So I've got a bit of an idea. I want to do a big thing in the middle, a big motif type thing, using some of these pieces in the middle. I'm not really sure whether I'm going to have a solid roof or not. I'll be honest, I've not really thought about that too much. It depends, because obviously I need the facilities in the middle as well. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I've got a few ideas, a few thoughts, but we'll see. Right, I think that's decent progress. I'll tell you what I'm just quickly going to do, just before I disappear. I'm just going to split that so that it is its own piece. And I'm just very quickly going to put it over here and pray that I've not made it too big. Wow, I've really made that too big, haven't I? Do you know what? It's fine. What I will do, I will get rid of this exhibit here so that the restaurant can go right there, like that. because I don't want to have to change the pond area in here. I would rather change some of this out here to accommodate it. It's fine. It's not the end of the world if I lose that exhibit. I want this restaurant to work and to look good, and I think it will. I think, yeah. So we'll have the 3 glass sides there, and then we'll have this, which is all glass, so people can sit in there and look out at this area. So yeah, that is gonna look really, really nice. It'll probably be a bit more raised up like this actually, and I'll just have to squeeze it in around here and somehow get a pathway going up into it. So some of this pathway here might have to be redesigned as well. We'll see. But yeah, it's going to look amazing. I'm confident that I'm going to make it look good, but it's a work in progress, isn't it? So there we go. I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope the episode hasn't been too boring for you. You've got to see a lot of my thought process and the way that I try to do these things and come up with ideas. And hopefully in the end, and probably a couple more episodes, you'll see a nice finished project. But we'll see what it ends up looking like. So if you've got any thoughts or suggestions, let's just think. I'm recording this. What day is it today? Thursday morning. I'm recording this. So this episode will actually go out tomorrow morning. And I don't know if I'll do any more recording today. Chances are I may record tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm working tomorrow actually, so I may even be able to do a few episodes during the day. We'll see. So anyway, if you've got feedback, please do leave it, and I will try and incorporate any of your ideas into what I'm doing. Yeah, and we'll take it from there and see what happens. So thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you've had fun. If you have, you could hit the like button for me, and you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hopefully you'll join me in the next episode, and we'll continue working on our new restaurant. Until then, do take care, and I will see you soon.